Mark Zuckerberg sells the data to China. What's the difference?
No, that's not true. Why do you think China's gonna be the biggest superpower?
Bro, man, China's making moves out here, bro. Like, literally, like, what? Bro, we're outsourcing everything to China. Fucking, they're getting bold. They're about to attack Taiwan. It's about to be bad, bro. You know what's crazy? I just figured out the other day that Hassan was like 32.
How old do you think he was?
I don't know, like 25, 26. That he was like some fresh out of college guy that, like, you know, popped off on Twitch. I didn't realize he was 32.
Yeah, well, that is how old he is.
That's crazy. All y'all old.
True, we've been here for a long time. We're your elders, okay? Have respect.
That's what I'm saying. I bet these motherfuckers chat are old as shit too.
Mine are probably a little older just because I do like politics and like basically boring shit, so.
When do you think I'm gonna go down my like political age?
Who knows? Depends on what type of content you do.
Feel that. I don't know. I feel like out of all the people that do political shit, I think Russell Brand does it the best, in my opinion.
Maybe he's a guy, that's for sure.
Like, that motherfucker is hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't even be knowing what the fuck he's talking about, but like, he just be saying funny jokes and it just be cracking me up.
Yeah,
that is a one.
He's a guy for sure.
Hell nah, no way, really? Y'all don't fuck with Russell?
No.
Why don't you fuck with Russell?
Massive ideological disagreements.
Isn't he liberal?
No, he's like a populist type guy. Like thinks like the government and corporations, everybody are trying to like screw over everybody at all points in time.
You don't think the government's trying to screw over people?
No, I don't think so.
Well, like, I feel that, but look at it like this. Is there really a big difference between Republicans and Democrats?
Yes, there's a world of difference.
But then it's like, okay, I feel that. Publicly, like, media-wise, there's a big difference. But then behind closed doors, when these niggas are at parties, aren't they all at the same parties? Chilling with each other, rubbing shoulders with each other, all this and that?
Yeah, but I don't really care if people do it at parties. I'm worried about how they vote. And they vote very differently. They support and vote for different policies.
Yeah, I totally get that. But what I'm saying is, like, these people, when they're in Congress and stuff and yelling at each other, it's all like show and everything.
That's not show. That's part of working a job. Like, you've got
but it is show because I just seen a TikTok of a congressman. He was talking about when the media is not in the Congress rooms, those same motherfuckers that are like yelling and stuff, they're the most chill people. But whenever those cameras come in there, that's when they put on the biggest show. So what I'm just saying is, like, you have all these different, like, well, really you only have two. You have the Republican side and then you have the Democrat side. And it's like, you know, everybody's split. And it's like, how do you divide people? You have to divide and conquer. If everybody's united,
no, this is all like conspiracy shit that sounds good, but you're not saying anything. There's nothing really to this, right? The reality is like, if you put me on a stage with Alex Jones, me and him are gonna scream at each other. But he seems like a nice dude. Like, I'd probably get along. We could probably go to dinner and like chill and chat and have fun and like shoot the shit, right? I have with Tim Pool. I did it with Nick Fuentes. Like, you can have massive ideological disagreements with people, and when you're on a stage to fight over those disagreements, you bring that fight out. But that doesn't mean you have to hate the person, right? I have massive ideological differences with you on a lot of shit, but I'm not like, it's not like as soon as you jump in, I'm like, JiDion, we need to talk about your take on voting today. I need to shout at you because you didn't support voting, right? I'm not doing that. Like, that's because we're just like chilling, right? But if you and I like went to a show where the debate was about like the importance of voting, I'm just doing that because that's one thing we've disagreed on, then yeah, I'd probably be like really fired up. But I think that people can be fired up at their job, at their workplace, or when they're advocating for a thing, but then be like chill afterwards. I think that's possible.
Well, I feel like you and me having disagreements, or you and Alex Jones having disagreements, is completely different than politicians having disagreements. You know, I'm not saying they have to hate each other, but the fact that they're like all buddy behind the scenes, I think it just goes to show that this is just like all one big act at the end of the day. And it's to like just have everybody divided and stuff like that.
How would they not be buddy though? They have all work in the same job. They probably all have a lot of shared experiences. They probably all got a bunch of shit that they can like relate to each other on. Like,
yeah. That's the point. It's like, how can they not be buddy? But then when you publicly ask them about each other, they'll, you know, get on each other's ass and say the worst stuff. But then behind closed doors, it was like, oh man, you saw what I said about you today? Oh yeah, man, that was funny. Yo, that's gonna hit a lot of headlines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I've had these exact same fucking conversations with people off stream before. Me and Sneeko kind of do it a little bit. Me and, I guess, like, Fuentes, or me and Lauren Southern, or me and, there's been other people that have had big disagreements with. We're, like, fighting, like, tweets are going, like, viral, like, shitting at each other. And then, like, you meet, you chat, and you chill or whatever afterwards. Like, yeah, fuck, like, I got you really good on that tweet or whatever. Like, yeah. But it's not, like, disingenuous. It's not like you're lying about it. It's just, you can have, like, dual relationships. Like, oh, we're, like, friendly, we're chill. Like, because personally, we're personable to each other, but like when we're advocating for the ideas we believe in, obviously we have huge disagreements. Like I don't think there's anything insincere. The issue that you're bringing out, in my opinion, what would be really bad is if somebody had a huge disagreement with somebody, they're like screaming at each other, shouting at each other, and then when it came time for them to vote, all of a sudden now all their votes line up. That would be really bad. And that would be like, okay, well, hold on. Now I feel like you motherfuckers are just fucking with us, right? But that's not the case. Like, Republicans and Democrats vote significantly differently across a wide variety of issues.
But the thing about, like, you and Sneeko and Nick Fuentes, whatever, is it's like people know there's some form of respect because it's you guys setting up the platform to debate each other. Whereas these politicians, it's like they're put into a room pinned against each other. You know what I mean? That's the big difference. Is at the end of the day, people know that you guys talk behind the scenes and whatnot or whatever. But these politicians, it's perceived as like, oh fuck, man, it's on site. It's like low-key, like a UFC organized fight about to happen. You know what I mean?
Sure, but I mean, some people try to undo that, but it's just that's how the voters see it, right? Like when Biden came into office, like I'm pretty sure he said a lot of, somebody got me wrong, but he said a lot of nice things about Mitch McConnell, which is like the enemy number one for a lot of Democratic lawmakers and like citizens, constituents. But I'm pretty sure when Biden came into office, like I know McConnell, we worked a lot on the Senate floor, we've gotten a lot of legislation passed together. Like I think some politicians try to push back against that, but obviously younger ones, especially ones who spend a lot of time on social media, are going to be a bit more fiery. But you're not going to survive in Congress if you actually fucking hate half the people there. That lifestyle is going to wear you down like immediately. Nobody could survive that, I think. I don't think it would be healthy for Congress if like AOC and Ted Cruz legitimately fucking hated each other. I think it'd be a bad area for people to try to pass legislation. And I think that's also one of the reasons why like people like AOC were so upset when Ted Cruz was kind of sort of supporting like the January 6th stuff, because she's like, listen, we disagree with each other and we're politicians, I understand that, but like you're literally supporting people that like came like calling for my head, that like wanted to try to kill me. Like it's not chill.
I'm not gonna lie, AOC's a baddie. But to get back on what we were talking about, it's just like, I don't know. It's like behind the scenes, if Republicans and Democrats are so different, then why then whenever like bullshit like, oh, we need to ban TikTok comes up, they're all in agreement for that. It's always the things that like the American public is all against that every politician's for.
I don't think the American public is all against. I don't think that's true at all.
The American public is against them banning TikTok. Fucking Facebook's here and everything. Like these motherfuckers already have our data. So it's like, why ban TikTok?
Well, the scary thing is that TikTok is owned by China. That's the scary thing. But I don't think I think a lot of the American public.
Mark Zuckerberg sells the data to China. What's the difference?
No, that's not true. Mark Zuckerberg does not sell the data to the government of China. That's not true. But I don't think the majority of older Americans, maybe in our age demographic, we're like, what the fuck, TikTok? But for older Americans, like over like 35, 40, they're probably like China. They don't like China. They're worried about China. So it's easy to sell them a ban on TikTok.
So you think TikTok should be banned?
Me personally, I like lean against no. But like if it's really a bunch of data that China's getting, that's a little bit scary. But yeah, I would lean against it. Probably shouldn't be banned. But
it's just like, I don't understand how everybody's all for TikTok being banned, and then when they literally brought Mark Zuckerberg into the Senate, and they were like pressing him hella hard about the shit that he's doing with Facebook, and how me personally, I think Facebook's far worse than all these other social medias.
Sure, but you're missing the point. The point isn't what it's better or worse. The problem with TikTok is that it's owned by arguably a foreign adversary. That's why we're so worried about TikTok in Congress. It's not just because of what's going on with the data, it's who the data is going to. Like if American companies are using and abusing it, that's bad and we want to do something about it. But if the country of China is doing something with it, it's a slightly different character for how worried people get about it.
Okay, well, what's the evidence that's China doing something with the data from TikTok? Because they keep on saying that, but like I haven't seen any evidence.
Well, my understanding, you can correct me if I'm wrong, you probably know more about TikTok than I do. My understanding is that TikTok is owned by China. That's a Chinese company that owns that. If that is the case, then the government of China, I'm pretty sure, has a hand in all of their large businesses. So any data that goes through a company that's in China is probably also able to be accessed by the CCP as well. That'd be my guess.
I think the dude, I might be mistaken, but I think the dude that he's the CEO of TikTok came out and said, I think he was saying how like they're not owned by China. He said it, I forget, but like he basically said that they're not even owned by China.
Well, I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure China does own TikTok. Like, but also, this is like just a random thing to keep in mind. Keep in mind right now, like, you're quoting to me what the CEO of a company is saying to defend said company, right? So obviously you'd expect him to say that. Now that doesn't mean it's true or false, but keep in mind, like, I feel like if this was another company, you'd be more critical. Like if the CEO of Facebook came out and said, we don't have your data, like Zuckerberg earlier, you'd say, well, Zuckerberg's probably lying. But if the CEO of TikTok comes out and like, oh, China doesn't have our data, because you like TikTok and you don't like Facebook, it seems like you're more keen to accept his statement as true, right? When he could be lying as well, right?
Well, the thing I look at what they promote, you know what I mean? It's like, me personally, I feel like Facebook is way more damaging than TikTok, because Facebook literally can lead to people voting a certain way by banning certain things and pushing certain ideologies that can directly affect the U.S. voting system. Whereas TikTok, it's like, I can see some hella liberal stuff, one post, and then I can see some hella conservative stuff. You know what I mean?
No.
TikTok, yes, all the time. Bro,
TikTok is way worse when it comes to moderating content than Facebook. TikTok is insane when it comes to moderating political content.
What does TikTok moderate?
Like everything that even has a hint of being conservative. Like it's well known in like TikTok political communities, that you get dude, Sneako's permabanned off TikTok, Andrew Tate got permabanned off TikTok. Like are there any major conservative creators on TikTok?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It may be because of you, like your For You page or something like that, but I always be getting Trump TikToks. I'll get bro, I be getting both sides on my TikTok. Like I be getting Fox News TikToks, I be getting CNN TikToks sometimes. Like they really don't censor. I mean, like, okay, the Sneeko and the Andrew Tate thing, like, but you know, it's not like they banned Trump like Facebook did.
Sure, they might not ban Trump. The thing that I heard from creators on TikTok was that TikTok is one of the most aggressively moderated platforms on the internet. One of my accounts got permabanned on TikTok, and I don't even know why. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like I'm pretty sure like if you can find some major TikTok creators who do political stuff. I have one here.
But it's like, could those not just be reports? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
but if you're banning off just spam reports and you permaban accounts, that's not any better either, is it?
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah. I don't like the censorship shit. Like, I think it's lame as fuck, but my understanding is that everybody complains about it. And I know I've had an account permaban there. I had the original Destiny account on TikTok, and it got permaban. I don't even know why.
Well, aren't you liberal?
Yeah, very liberal, yeah. But I was
so
talking
doesn't that defeat your point?
No, because I don't think I got banned for something liberal. I think I probably got banned for something I said that might have been interpreted hatefully, even though I don't think I posted anything like there. But I didn't get banned for posting, like, liberal shit.
I just think, me personally, I feel like they're trying to ban TikTok because I feel like TikTok is like so uncensored that they don't like that. Like, bro, I be learning so much new shit off of TikTok. Like, I learned about York, the black guy that traveled with Lewis and Clark. Like, I just learned about so much shit that like I wouldn't have learned. And I'm not just the type of guy that just watches the TikTok and like accepts it as fact. Like, I'll get the information and then I'll go out and do like 30 minutes or an hour research, like reading articles and stuff about it, just to make sure that it's actually true. Because sometimes I'll read something, like I remember there was this one time someone made a TikTok talking about how like they made like a Satan hotel in Dallas, and I was like, what the but then like when I went to go like research it, I realized that it was fake, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's like, you know, but yeah, I think TikTok, I think that's why they're trying to ban TikTok, is because it's one of those things that actually brings people together, whereas all these other shits like divide people, you know?
Okay.
He probably does big numbers on TikTok. Well, SFTN. I guess you gotta go look, my man. JiDion is why TikTok needs to be banned. But yeah, damn. So you really don't think the government's out for the American people?
Like out to get like hurt the American people?
Like, bro, these motherfuckers be doing the Bohemian Rhapsody stuff. Well, actually, not my bad, but that's a song.
Bohemian Grove. I know what you're talking about.
Bohemian Grove. Yeah. Like, bro, like, what do you have to say about that, bro? That shit's crazy.
The only thing I've read about that, I haven't done a ton of research into it, but the only thing that I read about that is that originally, like, Alex Jones and one other dude went to like research Bohemian Grove shit, and Alex Jones was like creeping around in the bushes, like trying to sneak in, and the other guy just like walked in the front door, and they let him come in and like chat and like interview people. But I don't know. I'd have to look it up more. But I mean, I don't know. If I'm gonna be sold like very compelling stories about like weird abuses or crazy shit about like stuff like that, I need like some compelling evidence, not just like a cool story and like a what about this? Isn't this weird?
Okay. I mean, there's nothing I can say to that. TikTok, Abba, man.
So like, I'm curious. Okay, I'm curious. Like, what's your feedback on this? TikTok admitted that ByteDance employees used the app to track the location of journalists reporting critically on the company through their IP addresses. 4 ByteDance employees, both US and Chinese based, were fired for accessing the data in an apparent effort to identify sources leaking internal company information to reporters.
Wait, can you pull it up on your stream so I can read it? Oh, yeah, I want to see it one more time.
Sure, it's a short article. I'll just read it real quick. At Thursday's House hearing, TikTok CEO Shou-Zi Chu faced a barrage of questions over concerns that data collected on U.S. users might be vulnerable to surveillance by China. Chu's response to one of these questions in particular likely dug the company's hole even deeper when it comes to building trust with Washington. Citing reporting from Forbes, later confirmed by the company itself, Florida Representative Neil Dunn asked Chu if TikTok parent company ByteDance has spied on American citizens. Chu responded, "I don't think that spying is the right way to describe it." In December, TikTok admitted that ByteDance employees used the app to track the location of journalists reporting critically on the company through their IP addresses. 4 ByteDance employees, ByteDance is the company that owns TikTok, both US and Chinese based, were fired for accessing the data in an apparent effort to identify sources leaking internal company information to reporters. The public trust that we have spent huge efforts building is going to be significantly undermined by the misconduct of a few individuals, ByteDance chief executive Liang Rubo said in an internal email published by Emily Baker White, one of the surveilled reporters. I believe the situation will serve as a lesson to us all. So I feel like, I don't know, that's kind of spooky.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, I also think it's spooky that Facebook's donating to all these different political parties to have them vote out TikTok, you know? I think that's pretty spooky that you can have public companies invest in politics like that. You know what I mean? I think that's spookier.
Okay, I don't think it's spookier to have U.S. companies donating to U.S. political action committees. I don't think that's scarier than China using an application that like 100 million people have to spy for anti-government purposes. I think that's like the most scary thing.
Okay.
Also, TikTok spends millions lobbying Congress as well. TikTok and its parent company spent over $13 million on lobbying campaigns.
And how much I don't know how much Facebook spent, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot more.
How much did Facebook spend lobbying 2022? In 2022, Meta Platform spent about $19.15 million lobbying. So they spent about $6 million more.
You see? Hey, they're spending bigger bucks, man.
Not that much, though.
Hey, you see, money talks, Destiny. Like, you see? My point's been proven. With Dion's in the chat.
Okay.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
I just see what all the greats do, you know. I saw LeBron bow down to China. I see the NBA bow down to China. I see John Cena bow down to China. So I want to bow down to China. You know, if bowing down to China gets you the bag, then that's exactly what I have to do, because China's gonna be the biggest superpower in the world here pretty soon. So call me JiDion from now on.
Why do you think China's gonna be the biggest superpower?
Bro, man, China's making moves out here, bro. Like, literally, like, what? Bro, we're outsourcing everything to China. Fucking, they're getting bold. They're about to attack Taiwan. It's about to be bad, bro.
You know, the U.S. has any chance to hold on?
I think so, but like, you know, with this new shit about like all these countries making their own currency and stuff like that, it's like it's looking bad. Because it's like, obviously we live in America, so you know we're gonna be Team America and everything like that. But it's like, you know, how is it gonna be us living in a world where America's not number one? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. So hopefully we keep advocating for America, huh?
I guess. Would you say you're pro-America?
Yeah, I mean, I live here. This is my country. Yeah.
So what do you think about like us having fucking military bases all over the world? Do you think us having military bases all over the world really keeps the peace, or do you think we should just like focus on ourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. It keeps some peace. Yeah, nobody probably wants to fuck with you if you have an American military base in your country. That'd be my guess.
But it's like, would Japan fuck with us?
Japan might not fuck with us, but somebody might fuck with Japan, right? Look at China about to potentially make moves on Taiwan. Do you think that South Korea would exist with North Korea and China right next to it if the United States didn't have a military presence there?
True, but America did want to invade. Was it China? Yeah, I think it was China. America did want to invade China after during the war. They actually want to nuke China during the Korean War. But I think it was President Eisenhower. He voted against it. But the general at the time, he wanted to nuke China. Like, they literally were like, "Fuck it, like let's just take over all this shit."
Well, I guess I don't know if that's true, but good thing we didn't do it, I guess.
Yeah, that was one general. But I mean, the general is the general. This is true. Does my mic sound bad, Destiny?
Yeah, the gain keeps like going up and up. I don't know what you're doing with it, but
I'm not doing anything.
Maybe it's China. Maybe it's Zuck. Uh-oh.
Like I say, man, like, you know, I'm just a youngin looking at the world. I feel like I speak for all young people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I'm the voice of